Okay, let's go ahead and get this video started. I got a new monitor and my camera's in an odd place, so hopefully it looks pretty good to you. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this, and do you like how I answer this question set up like this? If so, I try to answer more questions everyone asks, so just leave them in the comment below, and we try to have like ever so often some videos answering questions. So I've been asked this question quite a bit, and it's basically want to know what fuel pump I used in the 3rd gen Camaro. Now, this actually applies to about every LS swap I did that needs just a light amount of fuel to run. It's nothing crazy. We ain't running a turbo. We don't really need more fuel going to the engine. We just need the stock pressure for the LS to run. This pump, E219657, you can get it at Advance Auto, and it's quite common, so it's usually in stock everywhere, and if it's not, they can get it in within the next day or so. This pump has got bad reviews. If we try to find a review, it's got 1 star. Now, it's 4 reviews, but 1 star. Now, I have used this pump for a few years, no issues. You know, my experience might be different, but I have used them in more than one vehicle. The C30 video, I make sure it's in the description below, but it's fully assembled. How I assembled that fuel pump system should be the same for a 3rd gen Camaro, or similar to it, or about anything you're going to swap it out or put it in with. So the review said lasted about 13 months. I'm going back to board by AC Delco. Most likely it's, you know, because of fuel. Most people install these pumps, and you know, they just drive on E. Fuel's outrageous. Also, a lot of people don't replace the screen. Most of these pumps don't come with a screen, so you need to buy a screen kit separate. Keep that in mind. Bought it because no one carries AC Delco anymore. Put it in, was bad as soon as I turned the key on. That's common. Electronics, even fuel pumps, can be bad out of the box. I have got a few bad ones. Not of this pump, but some I have replaced in Jeeps and stuff. The whole assembly in one got them bad. I was not sure the fuel pump was the problem of my truck, so I bought a cheap one to try. I figured it should last a few months, maybe even a year. It lasted 3 days. Okay. Only lasted 3 weeks, just made it home with 20 psi. You know, would not recommend. That's 4 reviews and no positive reviews, but most likely somebody has a bad experience with an item. They're going to leave a review before somebody with a good experience was, because they go about their day. You know, it's just common sense. But anyway, how you install this in a 3rd gen Camaro? You take your fuel pump assembly out. That's right over here. You can see the fuel pump assembly on these tanks. Or that guy cut a hole in it. That's probably what I would do too. I ain't dropped no tank in a 3rd gen. These access panels here, and you pull that out. Well, we got a sending unit assembly, which is here, and you can watch the C30. It's right here. You can see that fuel pump. At fuel pump, you can just pop out. You know, where my mouse is here. Just pop that thing out and replace it with this one. Be sure to use the hose for fuel injection, and you should be fine. Just put your screen on it. Just put everything back together. It should even plug in to your existing wiring, so you should not have to solder anything or worry about that. Just plug and play. If you're keeping your, you know, LS engine just a cam, maybe some headers and stuff like that, you don't need the added fuel pressure. You can run that stock, you know, 58 psi that the engine needs. I think it's 58. Some of these pumps put out 62 psi and stuff. Corvette regulators, you don't need them on a 3rd gen if you want in the truck intake, you know, with the built-in regulator. I can go in details about that. They should be on my channel, but if you want a specific video, comment below. You need a Corvette filter if you want a newer style intake without the built-in fuel regulator. And what that does is let that fuel pressure that's not needed go back to the tank. Now, the 3rd gen Camaro has a return line already run. You can see it right here. You actually got 3 lines. You got a vent. You got 3 or 4 lines actually. You got 2 vents, I think. 1 vent, Chaco, you know, for the other vent, and you got a return and a fuel. The only two we used, as you can see in the video link below for the Camaro, you can check it out. It just says Camaro in the link. In that channel, we got rubber hose, high pressure fuel line with clamps run to the factory feed and the factory return from the older style truck intake with the built-in regulator. It's pretty simple, but that's the fuel pump you need. E219657 should work great. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. Any questions, leave them below. Let me know what you thought about this question and answer, and hopefully you found it helpful.